The Grammy-nominated Rapsody is in the building.
Yay!
Is that gonna ever get old?
No,
Never.
No, hey, it hadn't hit me in the chest all the way yet.
Are you used to that?
No, I'm not used to it.
Grammy-nominated Rapsody in the building.
That's
today.
crazy. I gotta change it though. 2-time Grammy nominated.
Oh, sorry, Michael. No disrespect.
Hey.
2-time Grammy-nominated. The double Grammy nomination.
No, it's exciting.
How does that happen? Tell me about the morning that you get the call.
Man, I was knocked out. I was in LA, second day of tour.
It's probably early, right? Done early.
5:30, dumb dark outside still. And I sleep light, so I heard my phone going off. So,
But did you even know it was happening that day? Like, had they told you, hey, the nominations are?
I didn't know it was coming up. Cause Ninth was like, they make the announcements on whatever this date. So, fingers crossed. It's like, okay. I'm not even thinking what time it's gonna happen. I'm just like, okay. And I heard my text going off, and the first text I see is Ninth, and it goes ... Congratulations, 2 times Grammy nominated. And I hit him back. I called him. I said, 2 times? Like,
wow.
The fact that it even happened, but 2 times is like crazy.
But were you thinking it? I mean, you put out a great body of work, man. And I know people resonated. It's got a lot of like good review.
Yeah.
You know, people really like the album. So were you surprised, or did you feel it like
For
it
Grammy?
was
No, I was surprised by
Still,
that.
really?
I know we submitted Sassy and the album, but to me, I always thought like it's more on popularity and name recognition. So I was just like, I don't know. Like a lot of great music came out this year.
Bars still matter.
Look, I feel happy that bars still matter.
I'm happy for you, and I'm
excited.
happy too that bars matter.
Me too.
It's always like, and I'm sure every time you do an interview, or every time you have, because it's like there's so few of you.
Yeah.
Right, you're like unicorns, the female MCs now running around, right? So every time you come out and do interviews, you have to speak on that. I would imagine everybody asks you, right, about
all the time.
the
I could tell you
state of
the top 5 questions we get asked.
All right, tell me them.
How does it feel being a female in the industry?
That's a stupid question.
What are some hurdles you have to face?
Okay, I won't answer that either. But what I do find, the thing I will say about it is that one of the things that my favorite times of like females in hip hop is that there was so much diversity.
Right.
There was a Missy, for a Lauren, for a Kim, for a I think the more then it like frees you up to be not have all that pressure.
Right.
I don't know, just the more there are, the better, right?
More variety, like
more damn variety.
Women don't come in this cookie cutter box, like We're different shapes, sizes. We have different personalities. We have tomboys. We have beautiful women that love their bodies. Like that's all being a woman, and it's all beautiful. And that was probably the biggest thing for me coming in, is because I grew up like that. There was, like you say, Foxy, Kim, Missy, Lauren, Light, Latifah, the Brat, Salt and Pepper, Eve, and everybody was mad different, and I thought that was dope. And it came to like now where this generation, they don't really know that. They know it one at a time. And Nicki's been doing it forever. She's been the only, on a mainstream level, the only thing that people see. So it's like, where's the balance? Where's the diversity? So that was it for me, because I have nieces and nephews, and I'm like, you need to know what a woman in hip hop looks like, and we look different, you know what I mean?
All of us, yeah.
That was the biggest thing for me, especially for the young kids, to see like you don't have to be just this.
Yeah. And the whack thing when that happens, when there's so few, is that they always pit everybody against each other. When there's a lot, like they don't do it to dudes. Every time a new guy comes out, they're like, well, it's over for Kendrick because there's a new guy. Right. No, there's like enough room for a lot of guys to rap at the same time.
Exactly. It's like Cardi's here, and it's like Nicki's done.
Yeah, why can't they both exist in the same world?
time? And it's crazy, even me, like they like to put me in the Hotep box.
What is that?
It's basically the term for conscious rapper now.
Oh, is that what it is?
Right. Like you're deep, and like I sit and burn incense all day, and
so when you say some foul shit, they're like, "Oh my God,
who are you? What's happening?"
right.
And it's just like, no, like my music is soulful, but I like other types of music too. Like I got songs in the vault that you probably necessarily wouldn't think I would do, but. I listen to everything. So, like, don't box me in.
I remember I was interviewing one time Questlove from The Roots, and he was saying, he was like, just because I could speak in complete sentences doesn't mean I don't like some ratchet-ass shit sometimes.
That
so
part.
I don't like some hood-ass shit. That don't mean, don't put me in a box like that when you don't think, you know what I'm saying?
it's like, no, we want you to be our, incense, all good vibes. I'm just like, y'all don't know who I am, where I'm from. Like,
are you enjoying this moment?
Yes,
you have to be, right?
Without a doubt. I'm here for Grammy week. Schedule is tight, but I'm enjoying every bit
because
of it.
there's a whole bunch of things that come along with it. There's parties and I don't know, events and
brunches, going gifting centers, and I get to come talk to like Angie. So I'm having a blast.
That's good. I'm glad. Don't they give you something? Don't you get like a medal, like a Grammy nominee medal? Have they given you that yet?
No, I haven't gotten
I think
that.
you get one.
I get a medal,
even if you don't win. If you win or
I
not,
do. They mail it to you after. I got one for complexion for Kendrick's project.
Okay, you got that.
Yeah, I got the certificate to congratulate me for being a nominee and the medal.
And a medal. It comes on a ribbon. I have one for ladies' night.
Look, when that thing came in the box, it said Tiffany and Company. I said, "What is this?"
Oh, mine was back then. They didn't have a Tiffany box.
I was like,
"It's a Tiffany box."
They sent me some jewelry. It was the medal. I was like, I'm gonna keep this in the velvet bag for real.
You got some jewelry. That's so funny.
So yeah, no, I didn't know what that was.
That's great though, man. That must feel good.
It does. We need to do another ladies' night now that you bring.
You
that
should
up.
do one.
Me and Remy talked for the first time last night.
You never met her before?
I met. Let me see. No, I haven't. No, I met her at the Rock Nation brunch last year for the first time. We didn't really get to talk, but her spirit came out. She's very nice. So we chatted for a little bit on DM. So I should meet her tomorrow.
Is that something that came up in the conversation?
We talked about working together.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, and I told her I wanted to hear the album. So we had the same energy. Like, we want to see everybody win. Tired of the same story, like you say, like pitting everybody against each other. There can only be one. Yo, you gotta come for their head. Like, I got a homeboy that says, yo, you need to knock the buildings down. Just put all female names on the buildings and knock them down. Like, what's the point of that?
What?
Like, what is that? What is that accomplishing, my dude?
Get that friend out of your life.
Like, what is that accomplishing?
Why would they tell you that?
I don't even know. It's like,
but as much as I love Remy, and she also, how she moves lately, she's like inclusive and trying to like be with everybody. But in her spit, like in her bars, she's like
no friends,
no friends,
no new friends.
She's
That's
like
how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed
she's
to be.
Like,
I like that.
She wants to take everybody's face off with the bars.
Yo, it's just business after business. All right, girl, you trying to go eat?
Exactly.
But as a MC, that's how you have to approach it. Like,
yeah.
I'm coming for your neck. No personal feelings.
I do think we're in a better space than we were a few years ago. Like, the fact that you're here now and you're doing one, you got Grammys, and I mean, I know they picked Cardi and Nicki, but they still both exist and they're still both doing great. Remy's doing good. I'm obsessed with Young M.A. right now. She's been putting these freestyles.
I love Young M.A.
I love Young M.A. This freestyle she put out last. She be saying shit I don't want to say, but I can't help it.
Say that shit. What she say? Is it nasty?
It's really nasty.
Oh, okay. We'll say
I enjoy a nasty lyric. See, this is not something people would think about me.
Saying.
The nastier, the better.
I'd be like, ugh, girl.
Yeah.
You did that, though.
You did that. That's all you, but I feel you, though. but she got bars. I respect it. So I don't know that much about, like, your history. So I remember... so the last album, the first album you did was how many years ago now?
2012. That's
5 years ago?
Yep.
All right, so tell me the story how you even got there. Met Ninth Wonder and...
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm trying to even
give me
think
the short
start
version.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like,
okay,
you want the long version? Okay, I'm in college. I meet some guys. We start a group, Cooley High.
Yes. Okay, I know about Cooley High.
Cooley
of course.
High. And in that, I met Ninth Wonder through them.
Got it.
Heard the first 2 songs I ever wrote and recorded. He was like, you're a star.
Mm-hmm.
So he took me under his wing, coached me. I signed with him with Jamla Records in 2010. And I put my first mixtape out December of 2010.
So he was already Ninth Wonder.
Yeah, like from North Carolina, we don't have, this was before J. Cole, is J. Cole for sure. So Ninth was the biggest thing we had outside of P.D. Pablo. That
was my shit though.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, North Carolina, we don't.
You don't mess with that song?
We like the song, but people like to box us in with the
all right.
So, but yeah, I met Ninth, signed with them.
Everywhere you go, people like, oh, North Carolina. You're like, all right.
From North Kakalaki. I was like, don't call it that no more.
All right.
That is done. It's just North Carolina.
So Ninth was already a big deal.
He was a big deal, yeah. So, when for him to hear my song, like I was in the back about to throw up. Like that's just how nervous I was about it. But I mean, he coached me. I probably recorded 100 songs before I put out my first mixtape.
What was your bars like back? Like, were you already like developed as
my wordplay was there? My cadences were not. My inflection was not. Like I used to rap in a really high pitched voice back then.
Really?
It was really high. So I think Knife saw something that I didn't even see. But yeah, like really high tone. Like my flows were sporadic. I would never keep a consistent cadence. So those were things I had to learn in the science of rhyming. You can go back from projects. Before my first album, I put out 5 mixtapes. So Return to Be Girl, Thank Her Now, and on these, like, I'm getting a chance to work with, like, Big Daddy Kane was the first artist I ever worked with. And I remember after I worked with him, we took him home, and when he got out, he looked at me, put his hands on my shoulder. He's like, "You got it. You're special." And when Knife and then Big Daddy Kane tells you that, there's no looking back.
Yeah, you can't tell me shit. I'm on my way.
I'm not
coming.
Disappointing you two.
Right.
So, and then Rod Digger was probably the next one. Like, she was a good mentor on the career. So it was just grind after that, Then the first album came, and, you just in this limbo underground stage. And it really didn't really hit, I think, until Complexion.
Right.
Everything just kind of snowballed after that. Like, I get on this record with Kendrick, and then after that you get the Dr. Dre cosign, and after that the Rock Nation Chandler partnership, and after that this album and Grammy nominations. It was just like go. And Ninth always told me, he was like, Erykah Badu told me that when your light is yellow, it's yellow. You slow down. You never stop. It never turns red. But when it's green, you go. And it really started with Complexion, where the green is just that joint going.
And you on that green hard right now. Your green is on fire right now.
But the first, everything before that just seems like a blur. Like, it's just project after project.
But it's all part of the building. Those were all part of the building.
Yeah,
and getting a bait. I mean, those brought you to Kendrick,
it's just
all the other, right.
That felt like me working on getting the respect just as a woman in hip hop that can rhyme. Like, because I don't, like people want you to look a certain way as a female. And because, too, there's so much music coming out. It's like, out of everybody that's coming out, why should I listen to your music?
Yeah.
So you have to work 10 times harder just to get people to listen. So, but, yeah, that's kind of like the short end of the backstory.
This is a perfect little recap for the newbies.
For the newbies.
Because, there's even after this album, as dope as this album was, just getting nominated for this Grammy and putting you on that platform, there's going to be all these newbies that are going to come now and are just hearing your story, and you know what I'm saying? It's going to be great. And so even your next project is to be like more eyeballs and more pressure.
And
sorry. No pressure.
No pressure. I have to like psych myself out, like, yo, don't think too hard.
Nah, you can't. You can't
because you'll wrap yourself up in a box on that.
The universe is with you right now, mama.
Hey. While I got it, I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it now? What happens now? What happens from here?
I just know I want to be one of the 20-year plus legendary artists. With one of those fan bases that ride with you forever. I want to make music that really stands the test of time and connects with people. There's some people that make music for the moment. I want to make music where people can be like, yo, I remember where I was when I heard this song, or this is attached to. I fell in love with my girlfriend over this song, and now we have 5 kids. Like, stories like that.
Career artist.
Yeah.
You're in the right place. I think you're at least seem to be surrounded by the right people to help you.
I couldn't have a better circle.
Team, right?
Yeah, Ninth, Guru, and now Jay.
What is Jay's involvement?
We haven't really had a chance to like really sit down and vibe. Every time I see him, our convos are really short. But inspiration-wise, he and Lauren have had the biggest influence on my career as an artist. My writing style, what inspires me. So,
have you met Lauren?
I met her twice.
And?
I asked for advice. Like, the first time was a Black Girls Rock event. It was me, Lauren, Light, Jean Grey. So
she's dope,
all 3 of those are like big influences. I'm giddy. But after the show, Lauren comes out to speak to everybody, and I'm the first one she talks to. But there's 100 people breathing down my neck. So like, let me keep this quick. But I asked for advice. That's what you're like.
Did you call her Miss Hill? Because you know she likes to be called Miss Hill.
I don't think I called her.
Oh, damn.
You know, I don't think I said Lauren or Miss Hill. I keep it safe.
What was the advice? Did she give you good advice?
Yeah. The first thing she told me, and she's probably the only one that has given me advice that I can really take and apply to something. Like the first one was, she's like, you know, when you perform, make sure you touch every element of your live show. And I've really been able, once I thought about, like, what does that mean? I really implemented it in my show, and my show has gotten so much better. Like, just that little bit of advice, like, oh, okay, and just watching and studying. So that was it. And the other one was, she told me to always seek knowledge, you know. So as simple as it sounds, it has such a deeper meaning.
Yeah,
right?
No, it does sound simple, but it sounds thoughtful, too.
Very
it's not like just a throwaway,
right.
generic advice. Like, believe in yourself.
Right. No.
Thanks, Lauren. I mean, Miss Hill.
You got knife, you already know. It's like, all right. You know, she gave me, so I was like, wow. So both of those things I always keep in the back of my head.
That's great advice.
Yeah, it's amazing advice. I'm just like, wow.
So you have dreams of being a career artist, but like, what about like, I don't know, that kind of crossover? Is that something that you care about, or no?
Crossing over, like, on a main fame wise?
Yeah, like just, you know, some people want that. They want that level of.
I want it to come for the right reasons, I think. I definitely, like I said, I want to touch every millions of people, and I feel like if your music touches that many people, like a Lauryn Hill, like a Jay-Z, fame will naturally come with that.
Totally.
You know, there's some people, you know, who are just famous for, you know, whatever, or character or whatever. But if fame comes, I want it to be because of the music and how much it touches people, like Bob Marley's music, you know, how that inspires people. So yeah, I think that's definitely something that I want.
Was Guru doing your album the same time he was doing Jay's album?
Yes.
How did you get any studio time?
Man.
So for those of you who don't know, Guru is he's been Jay's longtime engineer. Recorded probably most of his music, and was definitely there for all the 444. Right. And then what is he to your project? He's more than engineer.
He and Ninth managed me. They have a management company called Game Theory. But album wise, you know, Goo was an executive producer, but he was heavy on the mixing side. So he was mixing, you know, and working on my album at the same time he's doing 444. That's probably the reason why it came out in September versus in May.
Got it.
So, you know, it was,
damn Jay-Z.
Hey, I don't even think of it. I'm like, timing, it works out how it's supposed to. It's God's plan. 444 was supposed to come out first. Yeah. So I'm not even, so yeah, man, I tell Goo, like, man, I don't know how you do it. Like, Goo didn't get any sleep, you know.
He loves it. He loves what he does. You gotta love what you do.
You have to do that. So, you know, I'll be like, man, I'm not gonna ask him today if this one is mixed, because I know.
Who's in your category for the Grammy? Kendrick for best album.
For best album is Kendrick, Jay, Migos, Tyler Creator,
and you
and me. I'm the only female. And
you're the only female in a long time, right? In this category?
Yeah, I'm the 5th ever.
Ever?
Yeah, and only one woman has ever won it, and that was Lauryn Hill with the score with the Fugees.
Amazing.
Right. So no woman has ever won it solo-wise. Which is
so crazy. What happens if you show up on that day?
And win?
What happens if you win?
We celebrating. We making statements.
Are you gonna pass out? Are you gonna cry? Do you have a speech? Like, what happens?
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I honestly don't know what is going to happen.
The whole of North Carolina going to come on the stage? Like, how does that work?
Now that can't happen.
That can't happen. Okay.
Because we can only get 2 tickets.
Okay. Only 2? You only get 2 tickets?
Only 2.
Bastards.
I couldn't even buy any more tickets. But yeah, I haven't really prepared a speech. Like, I sit and I think, like, what could I say if it happens? But I was like, man, if it happens, I'm going to just let it come from the heart. They probably gonna have to play the music on me though.
You ain't getting off.
Getting off.
I don't blame
what
you.
Taraji say? I'm gonna finish my speech.
As you should.
At that moment. So you know, I'm just excited to be nominated.
Be there, right?
Yeah. It means so much to, like I say, like not have the popularity or the celebrity like some of these other artists and still be recognized just off your craft alone. Like, you know, that's exciting to me. And again, to at least represent for women. only the 5th time it's ever happened. Like, but you know, I hope it opens up the door and inspires other women, you know, to know like we can compete with the best of the best at any level.
Absolutely.
So,
do you have a plan? Like you have like, are you doing like fittings? How does that? Are you in Grammy mode already?
My outfit.
You got your outfit, your fit together.
I picked that thing up tomorrow.
What do you?
I came and got fitted for it about 2 weeks ago.
Is it like what kind of is it? Is it fancy? As you go, are you going? I mean, are you gonna have door knockers on, or you haven't?
Nah, I ain't gonna go that way. I didn't go the door knocker route this time. No.
You don't have to tell us exactly, but
it looks very regal to me.
Good.
It's like to me it says a queen. A queen is coming through the door.
Amazing.
That's all I can say.
How are you balancing life with all of this? Like just life, being a woman, dating. Like, are you able to like have a full life, or is your whole life this?
My whole life is this.
Really?
Really.
You gotta have balance, woman.
I know. I'm gonna find some, or he's gonna find it for me. Thank you, Jesus.
You put that in Jesus' hands?
No, I ain't putting that in Jesus' hands. Yeah, I'm just so focused right now.
Yeah, I get it.
And I think it's, you know, you probably know it's tough with relationships. Unless you have somebody that really understands this business and how it goes, it can be a challenge. And it can be uncomfortable for people, like, you know. And some people, depending on what kind of person you have, you got somebody that want to lay up under you all the time.
No.
It's like, bruh, get it together. Go find you something to do.
I'm about to be on the road.
Yeah, so I'm just so focused. Like,
well, good. Well, you should be, because it's an important time, woman.
Yeah, but to any single guys out here, if you listen,
what would this mystery man? Are there any qualifications that he has to have? He has to be able to be. He has to be comfortable in any room.
Yo, yeah.
He can't embarrass you.
You got to be funny.
Funny. Does he have to have bars?
No. I want a rapper.
No.
I mean, if you so happen to have them, then it is. But I'm not actively looking for a rapper.
Okay, all right.
Be passionate about something, though. Have a passion.
A passion.
Have a passion for something.
But wouldn't it be nice if he could at least have enough of a passion to respect your bars?
Oh, yes.
He has to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. And your music taste got to be on point.
So you know your DMs are going to be popping after this.
I know it.
They're going to all be in there. So do you, I won't put you under a full pressure, but like, are you somebody who always has bars ready at any time?
No.
Really?
I used to be.
Really?
I used to be.
Like right now, if Ty Boogie was like, hey, Rapsody, give me 4 bars.
Oh, you see how she did that?
I'm just saying, stop. If he was, could you do that? Are you?
Look, if I did it now, it would be something that you niggas have heard before.
Okay, all right. But what if somebody runs up on you and was like, I'm gonna battle you, and they gave you 8 bars of hot fire? Could you come back and get their neck? Is what I want to know.
I'm gonna try to. I do that shit for fun. I tell you, I ain't the best freestyler, but I will go for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I imagine you to be the bars you spit. I would think that you would.
Nah, everything with me is so premeditated.
Really?
I'm ill writer. I'm ill with that puzzle. But when it comes to freestyling, it's just like some days it's hitting, some days it's not. Huh. You know, some days I surprise myself. I'll be like, oh. But maybe it might be even a thing where I don't think it's good. Because when I'm working on projects now, to come up with concepts or even to find like a cadence I like, I'll put on the beat and I'll just go in the booth and freestyle.
Yeah.
And I either come in and be like, yo, that's dope. I'm just like, yeah.
But you've never had to battle anybody in your time on the come up, nothing, even in college and all that time? Really?
No, never battled. Like, we had ciphers.
Yeah.
Where everybody just get in a circle and just kick something, you know. But battle? Nah. I've hosted battles. I host a battle today. But
you'll host the shit out of a battle.
I host the shit out of a battle. No. Fuck, give me that, boy. Over in this corner, we got it. I do that all fucking day. But, in the studio, like I'm so goofy in the studio, I do it all the time. Like I just come in one day and I pick somebody on the couch, like, battle me, nigga.
Really?
Yeah.
And what happens? And you do it?
Yeah, we go. And I took an L last week.
So you took an L? Who bodied you? Who did?
Homie Kels from Oakland. He got me. We were being funny. He said something about my red hair and a period or some shit. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm like, you got me today, cause.
So you battle in private?
Yeah.
You're a private battler.
I'm a private battler. I'm
she
waxing
in private.
Hey man, I'm waxing on and waxing off. When it's tournament time though, that Miyagi come out though. Okay. It's gonna come out when it's time. I'm waxing though right now. I'm waxing.
All right. We're not gonna battle her. You're not gonna be able to battle her today, Type.
Who want to battle me? Nobody Give me 4 bars.
Who got 4 bars? Nobody got 4 bars. You win by default. You win by default. Grammy nominated Rapsody, everybody. Spot 105.1.